Hey guys, so today we're going to make this beautiful pair of earrings. Now, before you start, keep in mind this is brick stitch, meaning the tutorial will be a little bit longer because brick stitch means you put bead by bead, but it looks amazing. So I've made one and we're gonna make one together. Now, for the materials, you're obviously going to need the earring clasp. You're going to need a needle. It can be 11, it's okay as a size. You're gonna need some thread. I'm using black thread. I'm using this 1G. Okay, now for the beads, you can use toho beads. I've used delica because the delica ones are squarey, you see, so they don't leave any spaces in between them. You can use toho 50 nose, they will not leave spaces, but if you use 11 toho, it's going to be bigger because the bead size is bigger on toho 11, and you're gonna have a little bit of gaps, so it's not going to be so compact. So like no gaps, only with delica you get this. Okay, so for the colors, you're obviously going to need, for the flower, one orange, I'm using this mandarin, and one yellow. For also the flower, you're going to need a shade of brown. I didn't have a lighter color. You can use lighter brown, but I'm going to use this chocolate brown. You're going to need two shades, sorry, that was me hitting the phone. You're going to need two shades of blue. Try to have the darker blue matte color, not shiny. And this one can be matte as well, but I'm going to be using shiny because I don't have matte, but it's better to have the blue part matte and the flower to be shiny. Like, you want to play with the colors in such a way that it pops out, you know, that the it shows the difference between the texture of the, like, from the colors you can make it look a little bit different. You will need for the borders. Now for the borders, I used the gunmetal for these here. For the inside of the flower, you're going to need some black, but matte, not shiny, definitely not shiny, because you can see inside here, I don't know if it's visible, we're going to be using some gunmetal beads as well. So you want to matte black plus a few gunmetal, just for the, to show like the seeds, you know, that it shows a little bit different. And you're going to need three shades of green, and these are the ones I'm using. So I'm using this Kelly green, I'm using the forest green as a darker shade, and I'm using this fennel, opaque fennel, as a lighter green. So you have three shades of green, light, dark, medium. You have the gunmetal, you have the black, you have two shades of blue, preferably matte, both of them. So these three, black, blue, and the two blue, should be matte, not shiny. You have the orange, the yellow, and the brown. This is brown. I don't know if it's very visible, but it's brown. Okay, so prepare your beads. I already have them arranged here. I don't know if you noticed, I have a new mat to work on. I bought it from Temu. If anyone is going to be curious, I'm going to leave them the link. Prepare your beads, prepare your clasp, prepare everything, and we're going to come back and prepare some patience, because as I said, brick stitch takes longer, goes slower, but it looks amazing. So I'm gonna come back and we're gonna start to make the other piece of the earring. Okay, now that we have our needle threaded, our beads prepared, we can start making the earring. Let me just zoom in a little bit so it's easier to see. Now, first off, you're going to pick up two gunmetal color beads, and we're gonna pull them down to our tail. You can leave like a little bit of tail, so pull them down. After you have them like this, you go with your needle through the first one you added. You're gonna pull the thread. They're going to sit like this. Now we go with the thread through this other one. So my thread is on the first, we're gonna go through this one like so, and I like to make a knot here like so. Okay, now the first row that I'm gonna make is going to be a little bit harder to see because I have to keep it fixed, but I'm going to do my best. Let me just zoom in a little better. Okay, so we have our two gunmetal beads. Now we're going to pick up a dark blue. Thread is coming from this side and I'm going through this side like so. I'm gonna go again through it like so. And another blue. Thread is coming from here and I'm gonna go through here like so, arranging it on its side and going again through it like so. Next up we have one yellow and we're gonna go through here like so, and again go through the yellow. Next up an orange one. We're gonna go like this, like we're doing our first base of brick stitch, like you would start any other. Now we're gonna put 3 yellow, so 1, 2, and 3. Next up we're gonna put 2 orange, so 1, 2, next up we have 1 yellow, 1 orange, 1 yellow, 1 orange, and 2 yellow, so 1, and 2, next up we have a dark green, a medium green, and now we put 2 gunmetal. Let me just move my gunmetal a little bit, and this. So 2 gunmetal. 1 and 2. And now we finished the first row. Now what I like to do when I'm on my last one, so they're not very straight right now, but they will straighten as soon as we work the sides. When I'm on my last one, I like to go through this one more time and through this one, like so, just to secure it better. Now the tail, leave the tail because we will work it on our next row. We will work it in when we go on this side. So if you have your tail on this side, you can work it now. If no, you can we will work it when we do this side over here where the tail is. Now we finished like this. We will turn the work, so we're going to work like this. Like this, we're going to hold it, and we're going to work in these threads that you can see between each bead. This is how brick stitch works. Okay, so our first row, after this, we're going to be picking up 2 gunmetal. So 2 gunmetal beads. This is not black, and we're gonna go. This is going to be one of the most trickiest rows. We're going to go under the thread between the gunmetal and the between the thread in between the gunmetal and the medium green. So I'm going with my needle under this thread here. Slowly pull, not very, don't do like I did, that you got a knot here. Be careful so you don't get any knots. Even if this thread shouldn't make knots, but it does. Okay, so hopefully we got rid of the knots. You have to pull the thread very, very gently and very soft, like slow. I mean, not soft, slow. Like this. So this is what we have. Now we're gonna go with our needle. This is what we do at every start. We go with the needle through this one, through the second one, pull the thread slowly, like so. Now go down through the first one. So we go down through the first bead that's sticking out in a side way. Pull the thread slowly, like so. And now go up through this one again. Because then this one here, the first one, will settle very nicely in its place. You will see, look. So I'm pulling. Let's see if I can see how it now it's not pulled, it sits like this. As soon as I pull, it goes nicely down. Okay, next up we're going to pick up 2 light blue. So one, I'm saying 2, but we're always going with 1. So 1 between the medium green and the dark green, like so. I'm gonna pull it, hold it here, and go back up through it. Okay, now again a light blue, go with between under the thread between the dark green and the yellow, pull the thread slowly, like so, and go again up through the bead you added. And now here you can pull just a little bit so you make them like nicely so they settle. Now a yellow between the 2 yellows, like so, Next up we have 2 orange, so we pick up 1 orange between the yellow and the orange, and the second orange between the orange and the yellow. Like so. Next up, 1 yellow between the yellow and the orange, one orange, two yellow, so 1, and 2, this row will go slower, normally it will go a little bit faster. 1 orange, also don't forget, give me you can subscribe to my channel, leave a like, give a comment, all the good stuff. Now with 2 yellow, so 1 yellow. So I always say that at the end, but I see some videos have more views than I have subscribers, so don't forget to subscribe. Another yellow, like so. Don't get knots. Knots are no good. Okay. 1 orange, like so. 1 yellow, now we have 2 dark blue, so 1, and 2, like so, and 2 gunmetal. 1, and 2. And here to stabilize, like to, because it is where we started, we can go 1 time through these 2, like so, just to secure it a little bit better, to make it more, and up through these 2. See, now it looks a little bit secured. Now we're gonna turn our work, so we're working like this, and we're going to move on to our next row. We're gonna pick up 2 gunmetal. We're gonna go, sorry, took blue one as well. So 2 gunmetal, and we go under the gunmetal and between the gunmetal and the blue. Pull the thread, go up through the first one, the second one, go down through the first and up through the second again. One dark blue, now I'm not gonna say where you need to put it because it always goes in between the previous, like in between 2 beads of the previous row. One orange, yellow, 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 so we have 3 yellow beads, brown, black, black, so 2 black, orange, yellow, yellow, orange, orange, yellow, light blue, gunmetal, and gunmetal. And we finished our 3rd row, and this is what you should have so far. Now we're gonna turn our work, so we're gonna work like this. Always when I say turn, keep in mind one is the green side because we have some green here, and one is the blue, so we're starting from the green side now. We're gonna pick up 1 gunmetal and 1 yellow, and we're gonna go between the gunmetal and the light blue, up through the yellow, down through the gunmetal, and up through the yellow again. Yellow, yellow, so we have 3 yellow beads, orange, yellow, yellow, two black, so 1, and 2, one gunmetal, and 2 black again, so 1, and 2. One orange, yellow, orange, yellow, yellow, and gunmetal. And we finished one more row, and this is what we have so far. Now let me just arrange my thread so it doesn't spin. Okay, now we will turn our work and we start from the blue side. And we were gonna pick up one gunmetal and one yellow, and we're gonna go between the two yellow beads, like so. We go up through the yellow, down through the gunmetal, and up through the yellow again. And 3 more yellow, so 1, 2, 3. Now you're gonna put 4 black, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. One gunmetal, one black, one brown, one orange, Now we're gonna put 3 yellow, so 1, 2, and 3, and 1 gunmetal. And we finished one more row, and this is what we have so far. Now we're returning our work, so we're starting from the green side. See, here you have the green, so we're starting from the green side. Now pick up 1 gunmetal. Sorry, my cat is making weird noises, she's dreaming. Sorry. 1 gunmetal and 1 yellow, and we're gonna go between these 2 yellow here, up through the yellow, down through the gunmetal, and up through the yellow again. 1 more yellow, one orange, one brown, now we're gonna put 4 black, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, one gunmetal, one black, one brown, now we're gonna put 3 yellow, so 1, 2, and 3, and one gunmetal. And we finished one more row. This is what we have so far. Just take some more gunmetal and put it here, so I have it. Now we're gonna start our new row, and we're gonna turn our work. We're starting from the blue side. So from the blue side, make sure you're on the blue. This is the green, this is the blue. So we're on the blue side. Now pick up 1 yellow and 1 orange, and we're gonna go under this to orange. I'm gonna pull the thread up through the orange, down through the yellow, and up through the orange again. Now one more, 2 more orange, so 1, and 2. Next up, we're gonna put 3 black. So 1, 2, and 3. 1 gunmetal, 1 black, 1 gunmetal, 1 black, now we're gonna put 3 orange. So 1, 2, and 3, and 2 yellow. So 1, I'm going on between the yellow and the gunmetal, 1 yellow, like so, and I'm picking up another yellow, and between the same, like I'm gonna go between the same again. See, like I'm just going between the same beads. It's a little bit harder, but it's doable. It will look like this. Now you have to move it a little on the side, pull the thread till you hear a pop, like so, and then you go through the yellow up. And we finished one more row. Now we untangle my thread. Now we're gonna turn our work and we're gonna start from where we have this yellow here. So from the green side where we have the yellow, this is where we start from. We're gonna pick up 2 yellow and we're gonna go between the yellow and the orange. Pull the thread up through the second yellow, down through the first, and up through the second again, like so. We pick up another yellow, like so, 1 orange, 1 brown, and now we're gonna put 6 black. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 black. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Next up we pick up 1 brown, 1 orange, and we're gonna have 3 yellow. So 1, 2, and between the same beads, so I pick up my third, between the same, like I just go from the bead, from the back, from the same that I put my last one, I go in the same spot, I pull the thread, I move this towards where it's supposed to be, and I'll go up with the thread through it. Next. And this is what we have so far, and we finished one more row. Next up, we're going to turn our work again by tangling thread. Turn our work, we're working from the blue side now. Make sure you're on the blue side, and we're gonna be picking up 2 yellow, and we're gonna go between the second and the third yellow, up through the second yellow, down through the first, and up through the second again. Next up we have 2 oranges, so 1, and 2, one brown, one black, one gunmetal, one black, one gunmetal, one black, one brown, two oranges, sorry, 3 oranges, so 1, sorry, there was a knot, and as soon as I pulled, everything went. So we have 1, 2, and 3. So we have our 3 orange beads, and 1 yellow. And we finished one more row. Now we're gonna have to turn our work. So we're working from the green side, from here, and we're gonna pick up 2 yellow. We're gonna go between these 2 orange here, up through the second yellow, down through the first, and up through the second again. One more yellow between the second and the third orange, one orange, 1 brown, 4 black, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now 1 yellow, 1 orange, and 2 more yellow. So 1 and 2. Let me just put up some yellow beads because I don't have been prepared enough. Okay. Now we finished this row. Even if it looks a little bit here, it doesn't go till the end. This is how the pattern is, so you don't have to go till the end. Now we need to turn the work. We start from the blue side, from where you have blue here. This is where you start your work. Now pick up 1 yellow and 1 orange. And this time we're not going to go between the yellow and the orange. We're going to go between these two yellow. So between the first and the second bead. And pull the thread. And only go up through the orange. You don't have to go down through the yellow and up to the orange again, because now they will settle nicely. Just like so. Now pick up 1 yellow. Not. Now we're gonna have to put 3 orange. So 1, 2, and 3. Now 3 brown. 1, 2, and 3. Now we have 2 orange, so 1, and 2, one yellow, I need to untangle my thread really fast. One orange, and 1 yellow, and we did like we did before, between the same last 2 yellow we go again with our needle, pull the thread, put it into place till you hear a pop, and then you just go up to the yellow. And we finished one more row. Now for the next row we turn our work. We start from the green side, from here, but we need our thread to come out from this orange one here. So it needs to come from here. So what we're going to do, we're going to go down through the orange and the first yellow of the previous row. So we go down through these two, like so. Pull the thread nicely. Now my thread is coming from this orange here, or yellow here. Now I'm gonna go up through this yellow and this orange, like so, and I'm gonna pull the thread. And now my thread is coming out of this orange one over here. Okay, now pick up one yellow and one orange and go between the yellow and the orange. Up through the orange, down through the yellow, and up to the orange again, like so. One yellow between the two orange, now we need to put 3 orange, so 1, 2, and 3. One yellow, one orange, one yellow, one orange, and 3 yellow. So 1, 2, and in the same space we put our third yellow. And we finished one more row. Now we need to turn our work. So we're going to be working from the blue side. So this is how we're going to hold it. From the blue side we're going to work, and I need to get out of this bead here, this third bead. Now I don't have to go on different rows. I can just go down through this one, like so, and up through this one. You have to go on the previous row only when it's one bead, but or like when it's 3 beads away, 5 beads away, but like when it's 2 beads away, so like 1, 2, then you can just do like that. Okay, now pick up 2 yellow and go between the orange and the yellow, up through the second yellow, down through the first, and up through the second again, like so. One orange, one yellow, 2 orange, so 1 and 2, 1 yellow, 1 orange, and 3 yellow, 1, 2, and in the same place we put our third. Next, and we finished one more row. Now we turn our work and we start from the green side. From this side we start, and I need to reach this bead here right now. Now I cannot do as I did here, up and down, because it's just one bead, so it's not two. Now I'm gonna go down through these two yellow and pull the thread, and up through the orange and the yellow. Next, and it's nice that with delica you don't see when you pass the needle like this, so it covers the thread very nicely. Pick up 2 yellow, go between the yellow and the orange, up through the second yellow, and down through the first, and up through the second again. Like so. 1 orange, 1 orange, 2 yellow, so 1 and 2, 1 orange, 1 yellow, 1 orange, 1 yellow. And we finished up another row. Now we turn our work. We start from the blue side, from where we have blue on this side here, and we're gonna pick up 1 yellow and 1 light blue, and we're gonna go between the orange and the yellow, up through the light blue, down through the orange, and up through the light blue again, like so. Now we're gonna have 6 yellow, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that was it for this row. Now next row we turn our work, so we start from where the green is. Now again I need to have my thread coming out of this one, so I'm gonna go down through these 2 yellow, and up through the orange and the yellow. Like so. We're gonna pick up one yellow and one gunmetal and go between the third and the fourth yellow, up through the gunmetal, down through the yellow, and up through the gunmetal again. Now one dark blue, one yellow, and two gunmetal. So one and two. And we finished up another row. We turn our work. So we're from the blue side now. We're gonna pick up two gunmetal, go between the gunmetal and the yellow, up through the second, down through the first, and up through the second again. This is like the framing. Now a dark blue, and two gunmetal. One and two. Need to untangle my thread really fast. Okay, now we turn our work. We are on the green side, and from now on we're just gonna do till the top just gunmetal. So on this side we will have 1 2 3 4 gunmetal. So pick up two gunmetal beads, go between the gunmetal and the blue, up through the second, down through the first, and up through the second again. One more gunmetal, and one more gunmetal bead. We turn our work. We start from the blue side, but now it doesn't really matter because we're just doing gunmetal beads. So pick up two gunmetal beads, go between the second and the third from the previous row, up through the second, down through the first, and up through the second again. Pick up another gunmetal bead, like so. Turn your work. Now pick up two gunmetal beads, go between the second and the third, and the same, up through the second, down to the first, up through the second again, like so. Now pick up just one gunmetal bead and go through this one here, like so. So it has to sit like this. Now go up through the other one, like so. Pull the thread. Now go through the first one again, like so. And now we're going to make the circle here where you're gonna add the clasp. This is what we're doing now. I put just 5. You can, if you want, you can put 6 or however many, but I just put 5. So pick up 5 gunmetal beads. 1 2 3 4 5, and my thread is coming from this, and we're just going to make a circle like so. I like to go like at least 3 times through all of these just to secure them, to make sure that they will not, the thread will last and it will not break and everything. So go 3 times through this this ring that we made over here, and when we're done, we're coming out of this one. Now we need to work our end of the thread in this work, because we will use a new thread for this, and I'm going to show you how to add. Now this works when you want to change thread as well. So I'm just going to work my thread into beads in the work down. But the thing is that you need to cut your thread where the where it's going to be in a dark color bead. Like if I'm using black, I'm gonna want to cut it in a gunmetal bead so it doesn't show. Like I'm not gonna cut it in a yellow one so that it shows even the little bit of thread. So just work your thread in the beads around here, like up and down. I can see this one didn't properly go back in, so I'm just gonna work my tail in these beads over here, and when I'm sure that it's secured and it's not going to unravel, I'm just going to cut it off like so. So now we have the top of the earring. I'm going to put some more thread, and I'm going to show you how to add new thread, and then we're going to continue with the rest. Okay, now I have put some more thread on my needle, and I'm gonna work this bottom half. Now you see my tail is on this side, so I want to come on this bead over here. Now I'm not gonna start here, but I do want to put my tail on a dark place, on a black bead. So I'm just going to put my needle through this black in the middle, like so. I'm gonna pull the thread and leave a little bit of tail. Now I'm gonna work my way through these beads. This is how you're gonna have to, if you run out of thread. Just work your way through the beads in such a way that it's secured, and it's in a place where if you cut the end, it will not be visible. So I'm just working my way through the beads till I reach the one I'm supposed to come out from. I'm gonna go through here. How you can check is, for example, you pull from one end. So you pull from this end, and if this doesn't come, then it's secured. Now my thread is secured, so I can just go through all of these in one go and exit this bead over here. Now if you pull, you will see that it's secured, and we can cut the tail. Okay, now we need to work our tail like this one. We will need to work it on the next row. So I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. So I'm holding it upside down, and we're on the green side, and we have to work this in, but we're gonna work it in from here. So for now we just leave it alone. So on the green side, we pick up one gunmetal and one medium green, and we go between the gunmetal and the green. We pull the thread up through the green, down through the gunmetal, like so, and up through the green again. Like so. I have a knot that I need to take care of. Okay. Next up, we're gonna pick up one medium green. Here you're gonna see it's a little bit harder. This row it's gonna be a little bit harder to go through, but it's okay. The next ones will be easier. Like so. Next up we have two dark green. So one, and two. As I said, it will be a little bit harder to go under the thread, but it will be easier for the next rows. Next up we have one dark blue, and we go between these two, like so. Now we have two yellow, so one, and two, like so. Next up we have two orange, so one, and two, now we have again two yellow, so one, now we can start working our tail. How do we do that? We pull our tail like so, and we hold it in place, and we make sure our thread we're working is under it, see? And we're gonna just do our work normally, just making sure that we have that tail between our working thread and the bead, so like this, see? And we have it secured on one, like so, and again one yellow. Now make sure that you go under the thread and you have the tail in there. Now one orange, one dark blue, two orange, yellow, sorry, two yellow. So one, and two, two dark blue, you might want to use a smaller needle if you have issues with this. So one and two, and two gunmetal, one and two. And we finished this row. Now we will cut this tail over here, and it's not even visible. Now we turn our work. Remember, we're working from the blue side, and we're going to do the next row. We're gonna pick up two gunmetal. Let me just put them over here so it's more easy. So two gunmetal, go between the gunmetal and the blue, up through the second, down through the first, and up through the second again. Two dark blue, so one and two, one light blue between these two yellow, now again two dark blue, one and two, one yellow, one orange, one light blue, one orange, one yellow, one light green, one dark blue, now four light green, so one, two, three, and 4. One medium green, and one dark green. And we will go as we did with the yellow ones, the same space length as the medium green. Move it on a side and go up through the dark green. Now we're going to turn our work. We're starting from where we left off, like from the dark green. We're gonna pick up one dark green and one medium green, and we're gonna go between the medium and the light. No, sorry, we're gonna go between the dark and the medium, so between the first and the second. So we go through these two, and now we only have to go up through the medium green like this, and we pull the thread. Now one light green, one gunmetal, now two light blue, so 1 and 2, one light green, one dark blue, one light green, one yellow, one dark green, one light blue, one yellow, two dark blue, so 1 and 2, one light blue, one more light blue, one dark blue, and two gunmetal, so 1 and 2. And we finished one more row. Next up, we're gonna turn our work. So we're starting from the blue side. We're gonna pick up two gunmetal. We're gonna go between the gunmetal and the blue. Up through the second. Down through the first. and up through the second again. Sorry, it got stuck. I'm going to untangle this and come back. Okay, all knots untangled. Next up, we're gonna pick up 3 light blue. So 1, 2, and 3. Next up, 2 dark blue. So 1, and 2, one light blue, 2 dark green. So 1, and 2, one medium green, 1 dark blue, 1 light green, 2 medium green. So 1, and 2, 2 gunmetal, 1 and 2. Now I need to add a bead between these two here. So what I'm gonna do, so I need to exit this one here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go through these, through the 2 gunmetal, up through the light green, down through the medium green, and up through the dark green, like so. Now I'm gonna pick up a medium green bead, and I'm gonna go through the medium green. That's it, like so. And now I have to exit this gunmetal, so I'm just going to go through the light green and the gunmetal, like so. And we can start off with our next row. Now we turn the work, untangle the thread if it's tangled, and we go to the next row. We're starting from where this peacock, the green peacock is. So not from the blue side, but from the green side. Now pick up 1 medium green and 1 dark green, and go between the gunmetal and the medium green. Up through the dark green, down through the medium green, and up through the dark green. One more dark green. And one more dark green. Next. Now 2 light green, so 1 and 2. One dark green, two light blue, so 1 and 2, one light green, two medium green, two light blue, one and 2, and two gunmetal, one and 2. And we finished up one more row. Next up, we turn our work. So we start from the blue side. We pick up two gunmetal and we go between the gunmetal and the light blue, up through the second, down through the first, and up through the second again. Now one light blue, one medium green, one light green, one medium green, one light green, two light blue, so one and 2, one medium green, one light green, one dark green, one medium green, one more medium green, one dark green, sorry, got a tiny knot, So we just put the dark green, and we have to put one more medium green. So we're going to put it in the same space as we put the dark green. Put it on the side, pull the thread, and up through the medium green. And we finished up another row. Now we turn our work and unravel the thread because it keeps spinning. See, this is me spinning my not untangling, but it gets squirreled. Okay, so we start from the green side. So this is the blue, this is the green. We start from the green. We pick up one medium green and one dark green. And we go between the first and the second. So between the medium and the dark. And we pull the thread and we go up through the dark green. Like so. Now we have two medium green. So one and two. One light green. One medium green. One light green. One medium green. One light blue. One dark green. Two light green. So one and two. Two medium green. So one and two. And two gunmetal. One and two. And we finished one more row. Now we turn our work. We start from the blue side. This will always remain the blue side, like where you have this blue patch, this is the blue side. So we start from the blue side and we pick up one gunmetal and one medium green. And we go between the gunmetal and the green. So between the second and the third. Up through the green. Down through the gunmetal. And up through the green again. Now we need to add three more medium green. So one, two, and three. Next up, one dark green, two light blue, one, and two, 3 medium green, so 1, 2, and 3, 1 light green, 1 medium green, 1 dark green, and 1 medium green. And we finished up another row. Next up, need to despiral my thread again. Okay, now we're starting, need to put some light blue here. We're starting from the green side, like so. And we're gonna pick up 1 medium and 1 dark green. And we're gonna go between the first and the second bead, so between the medium and the dark green. And we're just gonna go up through the dark green, like so. Now we need to put 3 medium green, so 1, 2, and 3. One dark blue, 1 light green, 1 medium green, 1 light blue, and 5 light green, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 1 medium green. I took 2 by accident. We just need 1. And we finished up another row. It's upside down because I work it upside down, like this is where we're at. Now we're gonna turn our work, so we're working from the blue side. We're gonna pick up 1 medium and 1 light green, so medium green and light green, and we're gonna go between the first and the second bead, and we're gonna go up through the light green only, like so. Now we need to put 2 medium green. So 1 and 2. Next up we have 1 dark dark green. Like so. Next up 1 medium green. Two light green. So 1 and 2. One medium green. One dark blue. One gunmetal. Three medium green. So 1, 2, and 3. And 1 dark green. Now we turn our work. So we're on the green side. Now we are going to do another so-called peacock. It's not peacock. We're gonna pick up 2 medium green, and we're gonna go between these 2 medium green. We're gonna go up through the first one, down through the second, and up through the first one. So we have these 2 green. Now we're gonna pick up 1 medium green. We're not gonna go into the next one. We're gonna go back through the first green, like so. And we need to exit this one over here. So we need to exit this green near the gunmetal. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna go through the black through the dark green. So we go through the dark green, like so. Up through the next medium green, like so. Down through the second medium green, and up through the third medium green, where we need to exit from. So the green, the medium green near the gunmetal bead. So I'm exiting this one. Okay. So we're on the green side, still on the green side, exiting the bead, the green bead, the medium green bead near the gunmetal. Now we pick up 2 gunmetal beads. So 1 and 2, and we're gonna go between the gunmetal and the blue. Up through the second, down through the first, and up through the second again, like so. Next up, 1 dark green, one light green, 1 medium green, 2 light blue, so 1 and 2, 1 medium green, 1 dark green, and 3 medium green. So 1, 2, and third we put in the same place as the second, between these two, and put it into place till it pops, and then we go up through that green bead, and we finished one more row. Now let me unspin my thread again. Okay, I should probably do this off camera, but it is what it is. This is where we're at when we're on the blue side. Now we're gonna pick up 1 medium green and 1 dark green, and we're gonna go between the second and the third, up through the dark green, down through the medium green, and up through the dark green again, like so. And we're gonna add two more dark green, so 1 and 2. Next up we have 3 light blue, so 1, 2, and 3. 1 medium green, 1 dark green, and 2 gunmetal, 1 and 2. This is what we have so far, and we're going to turn our work. So we're working from the green side. We're gonna pick up 1 gunmetal and 1 medium green, and we're gonna go between the gunmetal and the dark green, so between the second and the third, up through the medium green, down through the gunmetal, and up through the medium green again. 1 more medium green, 1 dark blue, 2 light blue, 1 and 2, 1 gunmetal, 2 gunmetal, So one more. One dark green. And one medium green. And now we're gonna do another peacock here. So we're gonna turn our work. Pick up one medium green and one dark green. And you're gonna go on between the first and the second, so between the medium and the dark. And you're gonna go up through the dark green, like so. Pick up a dark green, go through the so we need to exit this one over here, so this exactly near this, so we need to exit this. So we're gonna go with our dark green, we're gonna go 3 down, so we're gonna go these 3 beads down, the 2 medium and the 1 dark, with our dark bead on. So without trying to make no knots if possible. So we pull our thread like this. Now my thread is exiting this dark green over here, and I'm gonna go up through the dark green and the gunmetal, like so. Now we are on the blue side. We are going to pick up 2 gunmetal and go between the gunmetal and the light blue. Up through the second gunmetal, down through the first, and up through the second again, like so. Now we have 2 dark blue, so 1 and 2, one light green, one medium green, and one gunmetal. And we finished up another row. Now we turn our work. So we are on the green side. We're going to pick up 1 gunmetal and 1 medium green. And we're going to go between the medium green and the light green. Up through the green, down through the gunmetal, and up through the medium green again. Now 1 light green, one dark blue, and 2 gunmetal, 1 and 2. Turn your work, so you're on the blue side. Pick up 2 gunmetal and go between the gunmetal and the blue, up through the second, down through the first, and up through the second again. 1 dark blue, and 2 medium green. One and 2. Turn your work. Pick up 1 medium green and 1 gunmetal. And go between the green and the blue. Up through the gunmetal, down through the green, and up through the gunmetal again. And 2 more gunmetal. So 1 and 2. Turn your work. Pick up 2 gunmetal. Go between the second and the third gunmetal. Sorry, I picked up a dark green. It's not supposed to be a dark green. So up through the second, down through the first, and up through the second again. And 1 light green. Turn your work, pick up 2 gunmetal, go through this 2 gunmetal, up through the second, down to the first, up through the second again, pick up 1 last bead, which is gunmetal, and go through these 3. Now we're working our way in the earring so that our thread doesn't get loose. So just work a few beads around. You can pull your thread a little bit. You can go up and down just to make sure that your work will not get unraveled. So I'm gonna go through this, and I think it's pretty secured. And I'm going to also make sure you're exiting on a color that is the thread, so it's not visible. And we cut it off, and we are done. And we made this beautiful earring. Here is the pair that I showed you at the beginning. I just have to add the clasp. It was a long one, I know. I feel it's not so easy to make brick stitch tutorials, but they're very long, they're very tiring. But it's worth it. It's worth it because they're very, very nice. If you like my work, please subscribe, give a like, comment, all the good stuff. They're all very helpful. If you like my work and want to support, you can do so on my Patreon. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. And yeah, happy beading, and hopefully everything was understandable, and have fun.